The image may be sharp, but the meaning many-edged. For instance, in a dream I am running and being pursued. Does this mean I am running because I am pursued? Or I am pursued because I am running? Does it mean to turn is to feel pursuit? Does it mean to run is to feel pursuit? When I run, is it like a pursuit? Another image, I dive and the car goes off the road. I drive and the car goes off the road. Says the dream in its sure shape. Does this mean that my driving goes off? Or that even when I drive, the car goes off autonomously? Or that I drive the car deliberately but unconsciously off the road? What are the relations between my drive and going off the road? Duplicity or multiplicity is not in the precise image, but in its significance. Yet this potential for multiple meaning must lie in the image itself, despite its sharpness. In fact, duplicity is a basic law of imagination, says Bachelard. This is a quote from Bachelard here. I don't know if hopefully I'm saying his name okay. A matter to which the imagination cannot give a twofold life cannot play the psychological role of a fundamental substance. A matter which does not elicit psychological ambivalence cannot find its poetic double, which allows endless transpositions. It is necessary then to have a double participation of desire and fear, participation of good and evil, peaceful participation of black and white, for the material element to involve the entire soul. Bachelard's phrase, black and white, goes all the way back to the description of classical images by Philostratus, born 191 AD. In this book, which presents succinct images for basic ideas, themes, and figures, the god of dreams was a standing person in a relaxed attitude, wearing a white garment over a black one. Here we have the problem of dream duplicity presented in fantasy form. We see the two aspects, one over, one under, one white, the other black. The dream itself is indolently relaxed about its dressing, as if it says, "It is not I who am loaded with tension. I can stand all this with ease. It is my natural get-up. That's the way I like to come on. It's your problem, analysis interpreters, that you have to speak of me as an innate duality, a polarity and tension." So interpreters call the black and white aspects, or the over and under garments, positive and negative, subjective and objective levels, latent and manifest, masculine and feminine, gay and chthon, horn and ivory, life and death. They declare the task to be one of translating black into white, or a version of white into the concealed black, or uniting the opposites that are in compensation. Do what we will, the dream presents itself in the robes of duplicity, stating simply that an ambiguity of significance is in its habitual presentation. If dreams are the teachers of the waking ego, this duplicity is the essential instruction they impart. The duplicity, however, is less that of the logical paradox than of ironic humor, the hermeneutic not of opposites but of jokes. Little wonder one once asked Hermes for a dream. Interesting. Anyways, to go back, that's the source material there, the first 6 minutes of it. This has been coming on to mind. I just recently made a video about Jung's memories, dreams, reflections, and the whole thing about a personality 1 and a personality 2, and how they interact. And I thought this is as a follow-up video, that this is could be helpful about how, the idea of integrating, or the kind of like the problem of the dualism that can come up with these things. And I think that's like a helpful image that has been coming to my mind these days, is that image of like the wearing the black and the white at the same time. Or like it could also be, you could connect this with Philip K. Dick, used the idea of a zebra, right? You've got zebra stripes. And this idea that are you a white horse with black stripes, or are you a black horse with white stripes, or are you a zebra? Or and it's the whole thing that it's like the idea of trying to differentiate between the black stripes and the white stripes. That's not a problem for the zebra. That's a problem for whoever isn't trying to interpret it, right? And that there's certain things which that may not necessarily be as much of a dichotomy as we think they are, or also we don't handle those blurry areas very well. It has to either be one or the other, or even a gray area is a kind of a muddled, ambiguous thing that doesn't have any. It's gray. It doesn't have these strong, bright whites. But a stripe, the wearing black and white at the same time, and the stripes, the contrasts, to be able to like actually embody more of a paradox or a contradiction, or like, and also the thing is to keep people guessing, right? That it like maybe the whole thing isn't like solving these sort of like riddles with like a clear answer if it's one thing or the other thing. Maybe you could say I'm neither of those, right? And I think this is basically, I was thinking about maybe making a video like this and calling it like the hermetic view of mental illness, because there's that like there used to be a Facebook group called the Shamanic View of Mental Illness, but they changed their name to just Visionary Mental Health. But I think that I'm so maybe I'll put this one up under that heading. I don't know. I don't think this video is really turning out quite as much as as well as I wanted it to. But I don't know. We'll see where this one goes.